Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Just a tad bit late today, I'm sorry. I like to try and get in at these at 10, but a couple of things going on. So, just thought I'd have a little run through what I think the game will look like today. Obviously, would love your guys' opinion. Get involved in the comments. I'll respond to anything that you guys have your suggestions on, and we'll just go through the whole pre-match sort of routine together. Really, it's one of those games you'd look at as the first opportunity to seriously get points, whether it's just get a point on the board or whatever. We've had some very tough games to start with City and Liverpool, so there's no doubt we're going to want to go and get something as our third game. We don't want to be nulling on the points for too long, but even if we got nothing from this game, I think it would be a great learning curve. I think it would be a case of knowing how we stand against those teams that realistically we could take points from. But really, we want to be looking to take something today. You know, it's all well and good you playing well, it's all well and good you putting in results, but points are what are going to keep you in the league. So we need to focus on that. So hopefully, we can have a little look into how that all goes and what we can get from this game against Fulham. But I picked out just what I've seen as the key lineups, sort of things that they could be putting together, what we could be doing. I assume we'll be a bit more attacking today than maybe against City. And, we'll just give a little roundup of the transfer deadline day as well, because that was a little bit crazy. And, yeah, so let's get underway. It really, uh, yeah, let's get underway. Let's get underway. Sorry, just checking the old Discord. Bosh. So, this jump straight into it. This is the predicted lineup that I've got. This is what I think we will be starting with. Definitely a case that I think it'll be more attacking. We were very conservative against City, and it makes sense. You didn't want to give them too many options. Didn't want to give them a lot of chances. They're always going to have the majority of the ball. But being at home, first opportunity to show ourselves. We saw it against Liverpool. It just couldn't run it out for the full 90. I think we go attacking again. We fielded a very attacking formation that day. Tuanzebe for me comes in. I've seen some suggestions of Ben Johnson coming in at right back. If we are going to go attacking, I think you want Tuanzebe in there who can do that role, can tuck in, do all of the work that we need to, so Leif Davis can get forward. Because in my predicted lineup of Jack Clark starting, it is so imperative that Leif Davis is there overlapping him. I get that we want Leif Davis to defend well and everything, but we need Clark to engage that right back. Leif Davis go on the outside. Clark can go back, go that by letting you tuck in and keeps you a solid back three during that. Now, this for me is like where do you land in terms of who plays and who doesn't? Is it going to be Phillips? Is it going to be Cayuste? It wouldn't surprise me if it is Phillips. However, my true belief is that Cayuste will be the man in the middle of the pitch. I think he had a really exciting game when it came to the Wimbledon game. I know it's just a cup game and you can only take so much from it, but he was a very exciting player. You could see he wanted to get the ball, he wanted to drive with it, he was good at breaking things up. Very, very important, in my opinion, that you get someone like that in the middle of the park. Morsley's very combative and can do the other side of the ball as well. But yeah, very important you get someone next to him. So for me, although we do have that Phillips option, it would in fact be this team that would be starting today. That's where my head's at. I think there's a lot of options available to us that could change things. I think maybe Schmoditz could come out to the left. Chaplin could come into the 10 and Clark come on at a later time of the game. But I think Clark will be a really important player. I think he's shown some quality already in his appearance against Wimbledon, and I think he'll be important for us. So this is what I see going for. Obviously, let me know what you think. It changes to that, who plays, who doesn't, who will come in. But yeah, I think Kayuste's look really exciting. I think he'll be a great addition, and I'd just love to see that front four of Clark, Schmodix, Hutchinson, and Delap. Absolutely unreal. Would be fantastic. But that is the predicted lineup I've got for us. This is what, by looking around at a few things, I think Fulham could be lining up with. I've seen a couple of different versions. Muniz is the idea that he'll start as a striker. He had a fantastic end of the season last year. Smith Rowe and Iwobi scored in their last outing against Leicester, which I think is a fantastic game to look at as a comparison because that was quite an open game at times. But Fulham were very deadly on the counter-attack, very deadly, were quick in their transitions and caused a lot of problem on fast breakaways. So if we can limit that by keeping Twanzebe in there and everything like that, I think that'll be a really important part of the game. But there will be open spots for us to cause damage, and Leicester had that. Maybe didn't take their chances as well as they should have. So it's then imperative that we get ourselves forward, we get ourselves in the position where we can get the opportunities. And this is where I think we'll be able to do that. So Iwobi, Smith Rowe, and Traore will be what I think will be a very big danger to us. Traore will be an interesting one because obviously we've tested Davis against Salah and it wasn't Foden, was it? It was Savinho in the end against City. Very dangerous players. Traore is a very different type of player to most who play in the league. Absolute brute, absolutely rapid, but maybe struggles with his end target again. His end product. So Leif Davis versus him will be interesting, very interesting one indeed. Can't wait to watch Clark ball again. Me too, absolutely excited for it. As I said, I've just put together and we just went through our what I think will be our starting lineup. And he's in there. Clark and Davis on the left side. Kayuste holding things down. Schmodic's coming to help. I think it'll be a fantastic rotation. I really do. But Clark Ball, I am there for it. He looks like a top player. I cannot wait to see what he can do for us. But I do think his role is going to be about bringing people in today, maybe. He might get one of those chances to cut in and have a dip at goal, and oh my god, I'd absolutely love that because he's so deadly from that area. I am surprised because I thought Pereira was a more of a creative player, but it looks like he's been operating in a 8 sort of role for them recently, dropped back a bit, but a lot of deadline day moves rejected for him. Fulham obviously find him very important to their plans, so he could be a player to watch out for. Sanderberg is a fantastic holder mid, no doubt about that. As talk of us maybe going for that as fans, not a rumour, but as fans, and I would have been all for that because they're a fantastic holder midfield option. But one player I'm going to pick out right now is it Joachim Anderson. New addition from Crystal Palace, £30 million, I believe it cost. And everyone who has watched the Premier League knows that this guy can change his team's position with his long passing. His long passing is exceptional. And one thing I think will be very important today will be Delap. And I will get onto that now because there's a few things that I want to go through on that. Because not that one, and not that one. I thought I had it there, but if not, we'll just talk about it anyway. Delap's press with the 3 behind is going to be so key to stopping Anderson from getting that out ball, and of course to stop them from playing. If we press well today, and with the home crowd behind us and everything going on, I think we have a really good chance of stopping these fellas, because, my lord, we have a really energetic team. We've seen that against Liverpool. We ran out of steam a bit in the 60th minute. Things sort of broke down. But if we get these guys pushing defenders back, which we saw Wes Burns done that to Robertson against Liverpool, makes it difficult for them to play, we can get something from this game. We've got a better bench than we did against Liverpool as well. Having that depth, people that can come in and cause a danger and make an impact will be a huge addition. But Omari versus Anthony Robertson. Now I think Anthony Robertson is underrated. I think he is one of the better left backs in the league, and I'm surprised he wasn't touted for a move, especially with teams like Manchester United struggling with left back cover. He will definitely want to get forward for them. It may cause an issue if we do go for an attacking lineup with Amari. We know he works hard, so it's not so much that, but it's just whether you can lock him down defensively. But if Amari and Schmodix and whoever else plays in that row behind can block these lads in, we have a great chance. We have a great chance to get loads of time on the ball, use the ball well. We know we're good at doing that. I think this could be a really key battle. And then when Omari is on those one-on-ones, when he actually picks up the ball for himself and hopefully can engage this left back, I think he could cause a problem because Omari loves to go both ways. He doesn't just cut inside and make it easy for you. He will go to the byline. He'll create an opportunity. I think this could be a really good chance to see how good Omari can do at this level. I really want to see him at right wing. I do think it's his best position. I think he's had some fantastic games in the 10. But I think he far more impacts the game from that right wing spot. And this will be a key situation for us today. If we can get him one-on-one on a few occasions, obviously Tuanzebe will need to do a little bit of unselfish work to overlap or something sometimes to take him away. We could see Omari have a really, really influential game today. As well as that, Smith Rowe versus Morsey. It's going to be in that left 10 to left wing, jolting between him and Tuanzebe how to deal with this guy. But he looked really lively against Leicester. He was clinical. He scored a goal. So he's going to be hot on form. He's going to be very ready to go, really. And with him and Iwobi being the ones that are going to be connecting in those positions, both of which have scored this season, it could be dangerous. But we know Morsey's fantastic. He knows when to break things down. He'll do what's needed. I think Morsey's going to have a fantastic game today, and I like my position is we're going to get a result. We're going to get at least a draw. Hopefully, a bit more would be fantastic to really kickstart the season. And I think when I'm picking out these battles, it's not saying these battles will define the game. I think I'm saying these battles are going to be our players come on top, and that decided the game. I think we've got some fantastic talent. I think some people have written some people off early before the season started. Not necessarily our fans. Football fans in general saying Morsey isn't there or whatever. We know how important he is, and he's going to be really, really imperative to getting a result today if we do, because he's going to have to deal with picking up those players that are coming inside and trying to cause havoc. This will be a key battle. I think Morsey will come out on top of it. And then this one, it's not so much because it's a key battle. I think it's that chance to see Leif Davis play a normal winger. Obviously, Adama is far from normal in himself, but obviously, so far, you've had the new lightning wonder kid, Savinho, pushing him down the wing, where he hasn't had a chance to get forward. And Mo Salah, who's potentially one of the top 3, if not more, best right wingers in the world. So this is an interesting one. This is Leif Davis' first opportunity to hopefully get a two-sided game, get time on the ball going forward, get opportunities. Adama works hard. He'll cause problems going the other way, but I think this could be a key battle. I think Leif Davis has a chance of coming out on top here. And it wouldn't surprise me if we got our first Leif Davis assist of the season. I think that would be very possible, to be honest. I think with him and Tete on that right side, I see weaknesses that can be penetrated. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see where that goes. But those are my 3 key battles for now. And that's really like the pre-game. That's what we may be looking at. We'll do a little roundup just of the final bits here, which is just the squad depth. We've finalised the transfer window yesterday. That was a chaotic transfer window. They can't put it any other way. Shame that we couldn't get something over the line in the end, but also happy we didn't panic and do anything stupid. I think we've got what's needed, at least for now. We can scout well and look at where we have weaknesses and change our team for the second half of the season. Hurst should be coming back for those next games, McKenna has said, after the international break. So depth-wise, we won't have a massive problem at striker soon, hopefully. And then you've got the talent coming in, which will be integrated. O'Shea, hopefully get some chances. Cayuste and Phillips coming in. Ogbene and Clark. I think we've got a really good squad now. I think the international break is coming at a perfect time. And this squad is looking ready. I really do think it looks ready for a Premier League charge. I don't know where we'll end up. None of us do, but it's definitely a case we've done everything in the market we can. It's a 10 out of 10 window for me, regardless of not getting the striker. And Mark Ashton and Kieran McKenna have done everything they can to give us the best chance of staying up. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that. And really, to end it off, it's just a sad end, really, but a goodbye to 3 servants of the club. George Edmondson come in early during those Paul Cook days. Really has been a fantastic servant to us, whether he's needed on complete first team roles. When he was at the start, when McKenna came in, he was like that. Slowly got faded out for Burgess, but he's come in whenever it's needed and put in a shift. He's been a fantastic defender. I think we're going to really miss him. But things do move on. Sometimes you have to try and upgrade. So if you could get names in that you think that will offer something else, I get it. But it's a sad one to see him gone. The same with Harness. I think you can look at some key games for him. Really picked up some goals in the League One campaign that were important. I think there's one at Forest Green that sticks out just to solidify the game. Obviously that brace at Birmingham last season in his 2-year stint, and hopefully he can do well as Derby at Derby. The same with Edmondson at Borough. Both getting some good championship moves. I'm looking out for that. And finally, someone that is very close to my heart. I absolutely adored Ladapo during that League One season. I know sometimes split decision on was he the right choice, was he not? That league is dirty. It is a tough, tough league. I think people don't give it credit for how hard it is to get out of it. And the fact that he played a very important role in the first half of the season, then took on the role of a super sub in the second year, again without fuss, just contributing to the team. His 20 goals was so important to getting us out of the the depths of League One, and I won't be able to thank him enough. I will literally have so many memories of Ladapo just scoring random and funny and class goals, and I find that one really hard to take, even though things do move on. Quality does become a situation. Age becomes a situation. But I really don't think we get out of League One without him in that first year. He was so important and really, one version of a catalyst towards us getting to the Premier League. And I can't thank them enough. So these guys, thank you, all 3 of you. I hope we get to see Harness and Edmondson play again in some way. Obviously, it might not be a full role here or there. Hopefully, they can have good seasons and show that they still have the quality to play for us. But I will miss every single one of these. They've been such fantastic servants to the club. We've taken us on that journey, taken us to the Premier League, and that's just something I'll never be able to thank them enough for. So thank you so much, everyone. That is it. That is the pre-game show from Fulham. We've looked at everything. We've looked at the lineups. We've looked at it all. We've summarised the deadline day. Now, just the countdown. 4.5 hours, is it? To kick off. Let's go and get 3 points. Let's go and make an impact on this league. And let's go back in. Finally, get ourselves up the table. Hope you guys all have a lovely rest of the day. Until next time, I will see you in the next one.